All right, welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. Can you all hear me? Hello? Everyone, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. You are welcome to stay under the tent, standing or seated, as long as you can see the area in front of us here, and we will start our tree planting ceremony right now. So welcome to everyone. I am Laura Hockett, Chair of the Scripps College Board of Trustees. As many of you know, Scripps has a tradition of recognizing presidents of the college in many different ways. We have Jacques Wallon for Ernest Jacques, who served as president from 1926 to 1942. Chandler Walk for John Chandler, who served from 1976 to 1989. And the sycamore and oak trees on Jacques East for Nancy Beckovac, 1990 to 2007. Lori Bettison Varga for 2009 to 2015. And Laura Tiedens, 2016 to 2021. So the oak tree, which is a national tree of many countries, primarily symbolizes strength, stability, and endurance. Other qualities associated with the oak tree include justice, honesty, and success. The qualities of the oak align with the qualities of Scripps College and the trust that has been placed in Amy to lead and steward the college. It is my great pleasure to introduce Suzanne Munchnick, member of the Board of Trustees and author of the upcoming book on the college's centennial, to provide a history on the tradition of recognizing Scripps's president within the campus environment. Suzanne?
Good afternoon. Names are attached to many things at Scripps. Throughout the almost 100 years of the college's life, buildings have been named for generous donors, not only those who have had the means and the will to provide crucial financial support for the college and its mission, but also those who have given of their time and expertise. As Scripps and its history have evolved, the contributions of many more leaders and friends have been celebrated by the naming of gardens, patios, walkways, and other features of our uncommonly beautiful campus. And let us not forget that the very first graduating class started the tradition of recording students' names along with creative illustrations on graffiti wall. The tradition that has brought us here today began relatively recently, as Laura indicated, just 51 years ago, when Scripps' first president, Ernest Jacques, as I call him, but we may have our pronunciations not in agreement. But his tenure ran from 1926 to 1942, and he was honored by the naming of the central grass-covered area, really where we are today, surrounded by the original residence halls and Denison Library as Jacques Court and Quadrangle. It may seem rather odd that that particular dedication occurred the year of Jacques' death, a full 30 years after he left the college. But it eventually led to the very timely remembrance of one of his successors, John Chandler, who was president from 1976 to 89 and was honored on the year of his departure when the central walkway through Jacques Court and Quadrangle became Chandler Walk. And that brings us to trees, which have always been a highly valued part of the Scripps campus. Many of you will recall the drama of saving the olive trees when the humanities complex was built, as well as the anguish and joy over the demise and rebirth of Elm Tree Lawn. But the subject today is the practice of planting and naming trees at presidential inaugurations, which began with the era of women presidents in 1990. I do not know who deserves credit for this idea, but it seems perfectly appropriate to connect the official arrival of a new leader with the planting of a young tree that will grow and develop as part of the natural environment. At Scripps, the intentional beauty of the place, natural and man-made, has always been fundamental to the educational experience. This brief ceremony is a forward-looking event that is mindful of the past and hopeful for the future as Amy Marcus-Newhall leads the way. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Suzanne. And now it is my pleasure to invite our 11th president, Amy Marcus-Newhall, to share her thoughts on this forward-looking day.
Thank you all. It's so great. I've seen people that I see every day, and then I've seen people that I haven't seen in years, and it's wonderful to have you all here. You've heard from Laura and Suzanne about the tradition of the presidential tree and the symbolic significance it holds. I am humbled and mindful that today's tree planting ceremony represents the intertwining of the past and the present, a living testament to the foundation laid by those who came before me. I promise to build on the wisdom of the past to guide me and us into a future filled with growth, progress, and infinite possibilities. Thank you so very much for joining me and my family who's here today, as we are reminded that every new beginning has its roots, roots, get it, in the past, and that the achievements and leaderships of those before us paved the way forward. Thank you for sharing in this special event today, and I look forward to all of you attending all the inauguration festivities for the rest of the afternoon. Thank you.
And now I invite, Amy's here, and her husband Brian, and Suzanne, and Emily, Rachel, and David to join us in dedicating this beautiful oak to Amy. And that is it. Thank you. Join us. We ask you to join us for refreshments and to greet Amy and her family. So enjoy.